So hello there. In today's video we are going to analyze the news and issues of Manchester United's latest news and what kind of crisis there is currently. Currently there are being crisis talks with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Zinedine Zidane. So we're gonna take the help of the Sun, which is a very trusted news portal, and I always preferred this, and you can read the full article from www.thesun.co.uk. You can study the full article over here. You can go and study it. So from here what we get is he's saying Manchester United holds crisis talks with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So once you go to the news, what does crisis talks means? Crisis talks currently means that Manchester United is currently having a lot of crisis right now with new players such as with players turning against Solskjaer right now. I mean, the condition is so bad that the players are literally they're revolting against Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. They're revolting against him. They are literally revolting. I mean, they are sick and tired of his lack of tactics, his bad gameplay, his bad game strategy. They're just tired of it. They're completely tired of all those things, and they want a good comeback. They want good results now. It's been enough. We've been losing enough. So right now, especially Cristiano Ronaldo, he seems to be completely pissed off by the strategies of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and now he wants to revolt, or he wants to fight back now. So that's what we're seeing right now over here is he's fighting back. He's fighting back against Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Okay, so he's fighting back. He's striking back against them right now. Ronaldo and other players like Varane and all the other players, they are basically just revolting against him and his tactics. Because as we know, if you look back into the, for a small flashback for all those who are new, the current situation of Manchester United is very, very bad. They have been losing a lot of games right now. They have been performing really, really bad. And owing to all these instances and issues, it's a very, very, it's very, very, it's quite difficult now to trust him as a manager, and it's quite difficult for the fans to trust him. So right now there's a lot of issues going on around him, surrounding him, which talks about the fact that that what would be his performance, how would he perform against the big clubs. So players like Ronaldo and players like Varane, players like Van der Beek, and players like Cavani, they are now fighting back. They are fighting back. They're telling Ole to do a healthy rotation, of strike, so that we are able to play. We are able to play in a proper manner, because the play that we are showing, the performance we are showing, that's not up to the mark for our standards. That's not to the mark for up to the standards of Manchester United standards. That's very, very low compared to our standards. That's very, 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 very low. So right now, that is one of the main things. I mean, that is what's happening. And right now, Cristiano Ronaldo has told Ole Gunnar, to take proper directions from him, to take advice from him, to let him play the way he plays. I think right now his best course of action would be to take a back seat. And there are also Lingard exclusive news, which you can see, what Lingard has said. And what Lingard has said that Jesse hints a West Ham return. So after Jesse Lingard performed really well at West Ham, he was literally a West Ham hero. But after Manchester United, talks failed, Jesse Lingard said that he is going to, return at West Ham, because as we know, Jesse Lingard was literally a hero at West Ham, and it was Jesse Lingard's goal which ensured them a victory. And after his talks failed, after his talks failed right now, with the Manchester United board, Lingard has decided it would be his best course of action would be to return into West Ham, to go back to return to West Ham and to try to resolve things up over there. And he can basically, and as the Daily Sun have said, I mean, yeah. So that is one of the news, and one in the other news, as we see, Mr. Zinedine Zidane has been learning English, and he has clearly told the board, and I will make a full video on all these things. He has clearly told the board they have to wait till summer before he can move on to the management, because if he moves in, he's going to move in with guns blazing. I mean, he's going to move in with everything he has. So he said he needs time. And we can clearly see that Jesse Lingard, playing for West Ham exclusively after rejecting the offer of the Red Devils. We can exclusively see that because the talks have failed. As per I know, the talks have failed. And that's one of the points. And Zinedine Zidane is learning English, so that's a very good sign. Because if you come to a club in England, you will need to know English, or if you shift to England, then you will need to know English. So that's one of the main instances. That's a very encouraging thing for all of us. So if we get a coach like Zidane, if Zidane does come to Manchester United, in that case, it's going to be a blast for all the fans. It's going to be a big blast for all the fans. They're gonna love it. They're gonna come here. They're gonna. So that's what we're waiting for. And not a complete order. We have been communicating openly and honestly. So what another thing what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has said as per the Sun is that Roy Keane, we know, has been a big critic of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Maguire. And according to Roy Keane, Maguire is embarrassing. He is an embarrassment to Manchester United and the players and everything, and the glory of Red Devils. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has said that Maguire can prove Manchester United wrong. Maguire can prove them absolutely wrong and bring the club back on track, back on a winning track. That's what he has said, that he can bring them on a winning track. If you analyze the news right now. And as we know, Southgate is free. Southgate is currently free. That's a very interesting news. We'll cover that as well. So Solskjaer and his family tried to spend some happy time. He tried to get a break, but professional football is what it is. And yeah, so that's one of the things we need to look at. And Zidane talks are currently going on. That's another news for Manchester United. Zidane talks have been going. I'll make a full video on that. And on what Zidane has said, what are his terms and conditions for coming to this club, and what he wants or what he doesn't want, what he needs or what he doesn't need, on all of these aspects. Currently, if we analyze the news further, we get another glance at Cristiano Ronaldo has further said that, he wants the players to dig deep. He wants the players to dig deep, to give it their best, to get back on track. And after 6 losses in 12 games, he wants Manchester United to turn around and roll their sleeves. Look, and look, I know that Manchester United, they haven't been playing in a good form. They are currently in a bad state of form, and they haven't been performing well. But I also know that as fans, you guys need to calm down. You guys need to support the club. I mean, it's not always gonna be sunshines, and I knew when Sir Alex Ferguson left, it was gonna be a big gap. It was gonna be a big hole in us, and I fully realized that. I knew that we were gonna have a setback. So we have to get through it. Every club went through it, and we have to get through it as well. So this could be the potential lineup against Watford. We have got Lingard, Fernandes, Sancho, Ronaldo, McTominay, Van der Beek. The Van der Beek will be given some, great news time, play time, I guess. That's one of the good things today. And these are the newses for today, I guess. These are the newses, trending newses for Manchester United for today. There's no other breaking news than keep your eyes open for the Watford game. And if you guys want, I can make a post-interview reaction, post-match reaction on Watford, where I'm going to talk about different Watford issues as well. And we're going to have a segment, rapid segment, where we try to cover every news, that's related to the Manchester United footballing club and others as well. We'll also try to cover some news on Arsenal and other clubs that, as well, trending football news is, and all these things. So these attempts, we're gonna make these attempts, quite soon. We're gonna try and make these attempts soon. So I hope you stay with me, and if you and comment what news would you like to, see more news about Zidane? Comment, and and I will post a full video on what are the terms and conditions that Zidane has said he has given the board, which they have to abide by if they want him as the coach. I mean, he has some terms and conditions. He has given them. So we'll have a look at that.